We are here with Castlevania Season 1, Episode 4, called The Horrors Rising from the Earth. What we doing today? Who we killing today? What type of vampires about to take out and stop playing? Ain't that Brody? Ain't that the opera John? And who is this John? Wait. So the person who doing work on bro is also one of them ones. You know what I mean? Yeah. So he really in it like.
Understand what you are, devil.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
And that is all you were created for. This is what you are. Do you understand?
Bro was scared in the mug, start crying.
For me.
That's so interesting for real. I guess like the error situation hasn't occurred yet until this incident probably, which means he's like a special occurrence. You know what I mean?
The abbot must be his prisoner.
Or the abbot invited him in.
That's impossible. He's a good man. When I first came to my school, it was the abbot who helped me.
Though when you think
so,
about it, the church alliance with evil, we were stupid not to think of it before.
Facts.
You can't be sure that was him.
It's definitely him, bro. The eyes don't lie. Eyes crystal blue.
For a long time, you think you see them everywhere.
They were his.
For real? That's real? I don't know, bro.
I don't know anything about night creatures. Even if it is Edouard, maybe he doesn't want to be rescued, Annette.
Trust. You want to be rescued.
He can't be.
They can't be is a
To
possibility.
save him would be to kill him. And face it, he's already dead. We can't just charge into the Abbey hoping to defeat a fucking powerful sorcerer and liberate all our friends.
The Abbey's made of stone. I can bury them in their own church. Bring it crashing down around their heads.
How will that help the Abbot?
If he's in league with the bastards, which he probably is,
Then we don't need to help
we've got
him.
to help him.
Yeah, but we don't know yet one way or the other. We need a plan.
He cares about them. He cares about them. Which means
It'd be really
yeah.
fucking useful if you would all start thinking of one. A proper plan, not
Richter.
walk in, making all snap decisions about who deserves to live or die, and then turn everything to rubble.
Richter's awesome, I ain't gonna lie. He's only saying all this
Afraid,
book.
Richter. Of course we are.
He's afraid that they will die. You feel me? He's not afraid about himself. He was like, he's whatever, but
To watch your mother die, he said.
he's afraid that they're gonna die. That's why he wants to have a good plan. Oh yeah, Magic Wilder John. You mean oil rocks?
She was doing her duty. Usually everyone says I'm too rash. The moment I say we need a plan, everyone starts calling me a coward.
These Christians, Johns, ain't nothing, man. I ain't about to speak on that subject. Let me drink my Arizona tea. Because when I say the real, people want to get, you know what I mean, butthurt. When I say the real, people want to get butthurt. But when they looking at it, they like, oh my God, let me give it the benefit of the... Let me just be quiet. Let me just be quiet. Because when I say the real, people want to get butthurt. Yo, maybe Aurochs is like...
And you think he can protect you?
Yikes. He know that battery is an issue. He knows battery is an issue. I believe in him 100%. Like, he trying to warn him, you know what I mean? I think Aurochs is related to battery too. I ain't gonna lie. Why? Because they're the same race? Because I'm the same race. Because they're the same, like, shade almost. Yes, that's why. I'm black, you feel me? Yeah, I believe that.
Before the abbot and his monks came from Malta.
Did you just happen to stumble upon it one day while you were out picking flowers?
It leads into the cellars.
She has magic. The other blonde has magic. The black girl has magic. So you was throwing shots at Richter? Don't throw your shots at Richter. You know what I mean? Quit throwing shots at Richter. You know what I mean? Bro. Don't throw shots at Richter again. You know what I mean?
It takes more than the house of God to cause me to combust, if that's what you mean.
Sunlight, though, I see.
Her eyes is nice. I mean, she just
The
gorgeous.
search so deep in his soul, prayed so hard before he was sure of this, of his need for us, of its inevitability. And, of course, I understand. I'm not a fool. It must be stuck in your craw like a chicken bone, threatening to choke you.
I haven't choked yet, and nor has your mistress. Though in her case, it wouldn't be so much a chicken bone as a what? The ribs of some infants?
My mistress, the Messiah.
Whoa, she be eating
Your
babies?
soul must scream in outrage at the very thought.
My soul is at peace.
Which yours will never be.
I like.
Are you trying to kill, bro? You trying to kill her, Bathory?
Survival of his world in the balance, but he's not
Trying to
afraid to
kill?
insult me. Or he can't control his temper, or his pride, or he's a fucking moron.
It wasn't our intention to insult you.
She's about to kill him right now.
Did you think we were
Jesus
friends?
Christ.
I know it's all about sex with you priests, but
Oh!
you really shouldn't tempt me on that score. You wouldn't like it.
Gosh, she
The orifice I
fine.
possess has teeth.
We don't have to pretend to like
Orifice.
each
Oh,
other.
dang.
This
Orifice.
is an
fine.
arrangement, convenient to us both because we share a common enemy. The people. We prefer to say the godless mob.
The barbarians who tear our church up from its foundations brick by brick and burn what's left.
And throw you and your mistress on the flames.
Along with us. So, welcome, emissary Tuensis, to Mashkun.
Tuenses. Emissary and Tuenses. Tuenses. Two answers.
He's someone you love.
He's someone you love, but I'm someone that you need. Maybe you wanna play. Grab the Hennessy out the bottle, baby. Come call my name. I got
Our
chicken.
people are expecting Joan of Arc. Someone they can believe in.
Joan of Arc.
That's a delicious touch. The holy warrior queen.
Mm-hmm.
We love that. I assure you, my mistress.
I was talking about it earlier this season. That's crazy. Joan of Arc.
I'd love to meet. Show me the demon machine. Please tell me it's downstairs because all this sunlight is giving me a headache.
I think it is downstairs. Aurochs, of course. I think maybe Aurochs and Shorty about to meet. Yeah. Aurochs got caught on bro. But I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. That's weird. Can he turn him back human? I'm just throwing stuff out there. Hopefully he can.
I don't know
Bro can talk? Bro can talk.
who I am. What I am. But I want my freedom.
You don't know who you are or what you are? Dang. Folks said, don't we all? You're a vampire. You're the epitome of freedom except for the sunlight, so I guess not. But, I mean, when you're, like, rich in the 1700s, then it really don't matter. The origin of Castlevania is so funny because I believe it, like, starts off as, like, a video game. So for it to be, like, turned to this whole storyline is so cool. He just singing.
Do they all do that?
I'm locked up. They won't let me out. I'm locked. I need Edward throughout the whole season. His songs. He ain't budge. He's using his mind to flip the pages. Legend. You hear that? Boom, boom. They in it. Bro did like this. Took him out at 0.001 seconds. Bathory, oh my, she's so fine. Dralta Twentis is her name. That's so weird. She had a lot of names. Not you fighting Bathory though. Haitian drum fighting Bathory. Straight God drum. Bathory haven't had a good scrap in a minute. She on BT with him. Face to face. Everybody got to pull up on Bathory. This might leave them open for other attacks though. What's Richter doing right now? This guy, freaking, you probably can't even say colonizer on this platform because people like to defend racists these days. Some did. Yeah, y'all did. You're starting to remember stuff. What a... Oh, I mean, Orox could save him, and they could get together, and then they could probably. I think that's how it's gonna play out. Honestly, Orox and Edward, you know what I mean, get together, and then that'd be the end of this season. I think that's exactly how it's gonna play out. I've thought about that since like the beginning of this episode, or something like that, when Orox saw him in the cell. This is getting really good.
Is he grown up enough for me to kill?
Battery's a OG. Orox was hyping Battery up. You feel me? Of course, you want a good fight, but we also want to see Battery cook up. If Orox is really, I mean, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this is good. This is good. This is good. Took the colonizer out. Took the colonizer out. Yup. 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 Let it be known. Let it be known. On the set. Oh, he's a legend. Richter. Come on now. He hit, bro. He's definitely, Trevor is definitely a descendant from Richter. On bro. On God. Yo. Okay. Their fight choreography is definitely competing with JJK for me. I'm not gonna lie. Luckily, this is like more so a cartoon than an anime, you know? So in cartoon, they're cooking up. Ain't that the truth? Separate city and church, okay? Orox, oh my god. And they're doing the trope where like you're stuck in fear, you're stuck in like fight or flight. You feel me? And so they made it to where he's stuck in fight or flight. I love it. So this moment's about to like go out like this. Yes, I love it. I don't think he's gonna kill him. He's actually trying to help him out. It's cool, bro. You good? You're good. You're good. You're good. Okay, or not? Yes.
I'll be back for you, I promise.
The moment that Richter left, they was all like, let's bounce. You feel me? If Richter running, yeah, I mean, we all running. Because we can't just be, you know what I mean, without one person, you know? Took his head off his shoulders. Oh, bro.
He was just an opportunist.
Absolutely.
Following the Messiah because she's powerful.
Absolutely.
But there are those who love her. So I'm told. I'm all rocks. She's expecting me.
Oh, of course. What's the word? Aztec.
Just sailed in, loving France.
I'm dead. Loving France. He said Aztec. Basically, the Aztec John. Aztecs actually went off the map a couple Johns, if I'm correct. They was the ones who like dipped off the map, if I'm correct. And there's another one that dipped off the map too. There's a lot of little Johns that like just vanished off the map. You know what I mean? Back in the day. Oh, and God, he ran away. But hey, they gave him the fight or flight. You know what I mean? They gave him the fight or flight character trait. You feel me? We got one kill off. You feel me? Obviously, it was like the least vampire that we wanted to kill, but we got one kill off. Let's not downplay ourselves. This episode was fire. It was a banger. You feel me? We got to see my beautiful Battery. We got her whole name, like Dralta. She's like an emissary or whatever. Twantis, you feel? Twantis. Like I don't know what she is. Like she has so many freaking names, bro. Like I can't even keep up. Aurochs, I told y'all Aurochs and, you know what I mean? Aurochs and old dudes gonna get together. I told y'all that, you know what I mean? Well, did I even tell y'all that? I did tell y'all that last episode. And then this episode, it happened, because I'm really heen for real. What tropes did y'all spot in this episode that I didn't pick up on? I'm the trope master, you know what I mean? I'm the troper, so let me know if I messed up. I don't think I messed up, though. I think I caught pretty much everything. I saw the fight or flight, John. They did that strategic. The fight or flight and having that be within him, which is, of course, to you guys, probably a normal response to, like, seeing your nightmare come true. Fight or flight. But the whole fight or flight situation, they made him strategically have fight or flight, and also with the character, because I actually think it was the crazy part is I actually think it contradicted the character, because the character is so confident in his skills, you know. He's just awesome. Well, at least I see him as very skillful. You feel me? He himself is definitely stuck in that night, even from like when he was sleeping. He showed that he was definitely stuck in the past and like wanting to possibly change the past and just being scared of like that whole incident. So I guess that was nice foreshadowing now that I think about it, leading up to this episode. But yeah, that was good, bro. They gave him fight or flight, which makes sense. I'm gonna say it makes sense. And what ended up happening was, to me, it drew out the scene, because say Aurochs showed up and he just whammed. I'm talking about got straight to the action with Aurochs. That would be cool too. What if he just killed Aurochs, turned around, wham, head off? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that could have possibly went down. But in order for him to have fight or flight, in order for the scene to be really in that moment of, oh my God, he sees Aurochs, you know? For that to have a real big significance, you know what I mean? It had to be a fight or flight response. Something had to get into that moment where, holy crap, this is the Aurochs and Richter meet up again. You feel me? I'm going to kill you one day. That's what Aurochs said. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a big moment here. They gave him the fight or flight response. That was beautiful. He said, I'm Aurochs. So I thought Aurochs and Bathory were siblings, honestly. I'm not going to lie to you. I said because they're skin tones, but obviously she's like more so black, and then he's more so like a totally different shade. He's more like, to me at least, and this is just me like throwing out random stuff at this point, but I'm talking about like on South America type genre, which makes a lot of sense because of like Mexico, Aztec region. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point, but it just like, he definitely wasn't black. He was melanated. I'm gonna say melanated and like a different shade. He gave me like very non-black, but I'm melanated. You know what I mean? Non-black, but I'm melanated. So when they said Aztec, I was like, all right, thank you for the genre. Because I know he definitely wasn't black. He definitely wasn't like African American or just black or whatever. But he definitely melanated, bro. Go crazy. What else? The whole plan situation. I hate when there's people who be like, you need a plan. You need a plan. You need a plan. You need a plan. I hate it when the characters say that 24/7. Hate that so much. You feel me? I hate it so much. But when I know where it's coming from, what do you mean by that? I mean, Richter is only saying, you feel me, in my perspective, you need a plan. You feel me? This is how I want to take it. This is how I want to take it. You feel me? See how the want is opposite from the actual truth of the situation? He said, you need a plan? Okay, cool. I feel like 29% of him saying you need a plan is, yeah, we need a plan before we go in acting crazy. But the other large percentage is literally him just saying, I want you to have a plan so we can all make it out alive, because I've grown attached to all of you. You know what I mean? Okay. All right, cool. So, from my perspective, that's why he said, you need a plan, because he was afraid that they would die. You feel me? He has grown attached to these people in a short span of time. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, so we're going to leave off there. Hopefully, guys, I say this all the time. It's like one of my worst ending phrases. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Man, like the video, subscribe to the post notification bell, and if you rock it with the boy, comment Choke Squad. But I did it for you guys. Dosas! What's up, y'all? It is Dion here, Season 1, Episode 5, called The Natural Order. This is Castlevania Nocturne. I'm telling you, man, I've had a great time. Last episode was... Oh, this is Richter. He's running away. You can just hear the leaves and stuff. This is beautiful. The gasp of defeat. Man, all these mothers dying situations and all these TV shows that I'm watching is very sad because I can relate super heavy. It's such a very sad feeling. It's such a very sad feeling, bro. Like, he was boo-hooing crying. He boo-hooed crying, looking himself in the reflection. All that.
It's deeper than I thought.
He said, I'm not in there. I wonder who she got cut by, because depending on who she got cut by, Bathory could, like, know their location, I think. Her powers and her are brilliant, you feel me? I love her powers. They complement her as well. Compliment her very well. She's a queen, you know what I mean? Black queens stand up, you know what I mean?
Tell her it's a shame. He will be missed. He was a loyal servant. And he has exquisite taste for soft furnishings.
I'll tell her I'll find the Belmont boy and bring back his head.
Richter!
Oh God, that's who I think it is too.
What's
oh,
he
this
doing?
is okay.
Tell me you're not going back to the Abbey.
I don't need you to come with me.
No way you're going back, right?
Please.
I told Edward come back for him.
Oh, the same night is insane. The
Now's
same night
not
crazy.
the time. You're upset.
I'm not
Annette.
upset.
I gotta remember her name.
I'm furious.
I am too, but we have to wait.
For what?
To regroup. To devise a new plan for the sun to rise for Richter.
I don't have time to wait for Richter. Edward doesn't have time. He's in chains. How can I enjoy even one night of peace while he's not free? When he helped to free me.
Olrox and Drolta are
That's
very
real, that's
powerful
real.
vampires. I don't know what they're planning in Moscow,
Drolta?
but if you go now, it's suicide.
Richter's coming back. And when he does, we'll find out what we can about Drolta and the night creatures. We need to understand our enemy to defeat them and to save Edouard. Together.
I think Richter's gonna be right outside.
Maria, you're in my way.
I'll only move if you tell me you're not going back to the Abbey tonight.
Fine.
Or the chateau.
Or the chateau. I won't go inside.
Annette!
You're right. We'll need to understand our enemies to defeat them.
Recon?
If you're going to spy on them, be sure to keep out of sight. Olrox is the vampire who killed his mother. The dragon that's haunted his nightmares since he was a child.
We all have nightmares. The first time a slave runs away, they're branded with this mark on their shoulder. Second time, they're hamstrung. Third time, killed. When I was a girl, I was taught to be frightened of people on our plantation with this mark on their body. Troublemakers. But after I escaped myself, I saw them differently. The people with this mark, they're the people who know intimately how much freedom can cost. Every day. So I do too.
Yeah, okay.
If my past terrify me, I'd never be free of it.
Oh, she's a legend. Oh, that's Bathory right there. Get up with her. Get right up with her. She's right there. Get right up with her. Yeah, I was fighting her before. You cooked her. Bah, she kicked that Joan back up with her boot. Ah, not the Louis. Who this supposed to be? I'm going into somebody's house too. Not I. I'm going into somebody's crib. Because, yeah, bro, I'm going to some... Bathory? Dang.
Striking terror in the hearts of children, I see.
I prefer my blood blue.
My blood blue? I don't know what...
I'm talking
I
about
don't
the
know what you
Belmont
mean.
boy.
Oh, him. Son of an old foe.
The soon-to-be dead son of an old foe. We're taking care of him. Maybe you do things differently in the New World, but over here we don't feed off the wealthy. The locals will start to grumble.
My apologies. I didn't realize how invested you are in keeping the mortals happy.
I know, right?
I try. In between turning milk sour and stalking the nightmares of villagers. We're in an uneasy alliance with the humans in this town.
I love the
now.
chemistry between these two. Oh.
It disgusts me too. Making deals with them, feeding on peasants only in exchange for some influence among the aristocracy. Enduring that man in the abbey in exchange for his night creatures.
I mean, can we just like take him out and like use his machine?
Shouldn't
Whatever.
you get back to the chateau?
Where are you staying?
There's an inn on the other side. It's good. Quiet.
Private?
I like it here in town. I like to keep my ear to the ground.
Yo, she trying to get She trying to get whammed.
I could tell without ever watching.
Nailed to the
instant
cross.
the sun comes up, some quality in the air changes.
We all feel it. It's dread. For a few hours, we're free of it. Imagine total freedom, never shrinking from light.
I don't waste my time imagining things that will never be.
But it will be, Aurochs. Across Europe, vampires are pledging their allegiance to Erzbet Battery. Will you be next?
Aren't you
I've never been
Bathory?
a believer of any kind. Maybe I need to see to believe.
That's weird.
I've heard she's very formidable.
Bro, the Messiah is
A
Bathory,
lioness.
not the black woman.
Evil trembles before her. In awe. We've seen empires
I just now
rise
realized
before
that.
Aurochs. Mortals are fickle. They riot over bread. They flit from one god to another.
Ain't that the truth?
I was a priestess of Sekhmet.
Ooh,
the goddess
Egyptian.
of war and vengeance. I remember the smell of mortal bodies on festival days. The incense. The fervor of revelers. The feeling of touching the immortal. And now...
And now those temples are half buried in dust.
Precisely. Look at all this. Human lives are as long as mayflies. Their loyalty is just as fleeting. We endure.
Go Robert Stark.
When that abbey in this town is in ruins, will we still be lurking in the shadows? Looking for feeble loyalties amongst the mortals where we hope we may find them. Let's make a new world, Aurochs.
One with just
See,
us. No, I'm just playing.
That's another one I've heard before.
And let's make it last.
Yo, she trying to get whammed. I'm trying to. Woo! I need to be a vampire like yesterday. Somebody bite me. Nah, they had a real genuine conversation just there. I ain't gonna lie. And Annette was talking about freedom this episode. You feel me? And Bathory. Oh, I said Bathory. And the other vampires, Aurochs, and the other shorty, I forgot her name, twins or something like that. I forgot her name. She was also talking about freedom as well from like the sun, I guess. You know?
Last time I saw you, you were with that mulatto boy.
Oh, that's a disrespectful
Last time I
term
saw
if y'all
you,
ain't know.
You were a flying rat.
Oh, that's what. This is the slave master dude, the colonizer person.
After you were born.
Yeah, this is. I thought he was the one who died last episode.
Ugly as a newly hatched chick, with a neck like a wishbone. I should have snapped it then.
You're about to be fighting 3. You're so loud right now. You're about to be fighting like Aurochs. You about to be fighting the other girl. You about to be fighting him. You know what I mean? Like, that's 3 vamps.
I know the sound your mother made when she died. I know the songs you and the other girls used to sing when you thought everyone was asleep. I know what your nightmares are made of.
I'm not the one in the cage.
I'm sure you wake up some mornings with the smell of burnt
He's so desperate.
and forget you ever left. That's because you're not free where it matters.
Talking about where it matters.
Forehead.
This is a symbol of loyalty to my mistress.
Ursabet Battery.
You're not fit to say her name. How long were you a slave?
Wow,
50
he
years?
talking
More.
outside of his
Born in
neck.
chains to a woman in chains. Some
Wow.
people look backwards and forwards, and all they see are slaves. You, your people, my property.
Wow. He talking crazy. I can't. Like, I'm finna get.
Natural order. Immortals, kings, humans, peasants, slaves. You.
How can she do that? She's just a vampire.
Elizabeth is a goddess. She drank the blood of Sekhmet.
The Egyptian goddess.
Yes, Sekhmet is the daughter of Ra, a lioness. Her breath is like the desert wind. We were told there would be signs, disorder, slave uprisings, war. We were told to view these as heralds. Elizabeth is coming with all of Sekhmet's power to restore all things.
What does that mean?
It means you can kill me, but Elizabeth will never be defeated. She will come with eternal night. She will destroy everyone and everything you love.
I mean, in the present day with Trevor's chilling. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I don't know what happened with Bathory, but I ain't looking too pretty.
Devouring the darkness. It always does. This is the natural order.
Roll credits. No, so I gotta see Shorty's name. I have to see Shorty's name. I have to remember it too. In Misery. A Misery something.
It's not fair. Ah, sweetheart. Everyone wants to be Liberty. Or maybe she could be Equality. Or Fraternity.
You have to be a man to be fraternity. It means brotherhood.
Sisternity, then.
She thinks she funny, our little comedian.
Oh, suits you. Want to join us?
Your festival or your revolution?
Both.
You don't need me.
We'll need someone to fight for us. And you look as if you have some fight in you.
Maybe I'm tired of fighting.
That was some real stuff. I had to soak it in. You know what I mean? Digest it. You know what I mean? For sure. That was some real stuff. When I don't talk and I look at the camera, that's how you know it's some real stuff happening for real.
Emmanuel,
Priest came dead to the door.
you told me once that God had called your name. That he called you to fight evil.
I used to believe that, yes.
And now he want me to rep
The
evil.
cornerstone.
Talking
Of
about
course,
the cornerstone.
that sounds romantic. Like everything you revolutionaries tout. But once you've raised this country to the ground, I wonder who will be left to rebuild.
We don't want to
You talk
rebuild.
of freedom.
We don't want to rebuild, honestly.
Freedom for whom?
Everybody.
We don't want to rebuild. There's no need to rebuild.
There's a woman in my parish, 82.
You know what I mean?
She's been hobbling to communion every day of her life, and now her grandson has forbidden it. In the name of reason. Do you think when she wakes in the night, she'll cry reason, liberty into the dark to banish her terrors?
That's just one woman.
Over 200 priests were massacred in Verdun. It won't be long before priests are exiled or put under the guillotine. There is talk of melting down church bells to make cannonballs. The barbarians are at the gate. To them, no one will be true enough or loyal enough. They will drench us all in blood.
Not if your night creatures do it first.
I'm building an army.
And fighting on the wrong side. With vampires.
I'm making the alliances I have to for now. And the sacrifices.
The man I used to know would stare at himself now in disgust.
I've never been sinless, Tara.
There's a long way between being sinless and harboring fucking night creatures.
How many times does the entire course of history come down to the choice of just one man?
Ain't that the truth? The great Albert, the Great or person from England. Albert is insane.
If you hadn't met me, we wouldn't have Maria.
Whoa, that's her pops though. That's her pops, bro. That's her pops. Y'all was women. Told you. Troper can't be out troped. Bro. That's her pops. I said he was women. She knew the secret entrance. She was that booty called Sunday, baby. This is where Trevor learned to drink. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding.
The man over there says put it on his tab.
Whole time is God sitting there. You know how they deal with Supernatural.
But a free dinner.
He's a vampire?
Do they say anything?
They say go back to where you came from and don't expect another one.
Yo, this is the guy. This is the guy. You know how Trevor had the other guy, that weird guy?
Where the fuck is the old man?
Oh, fuck, another one.
You swore the next time you saw my face in this village, you would kill me. Here's my face. Give it your best.
He came to squabble. Who is this supposed to be? Is this his pops? Is this his pops? Nah, I don't know who this is. Nah. And he's whipping that jump, really getting in there. Took his head off.
Well, I guess this makes me a man of my word.
Mind you, the Belmonts love this little strap thing. He's definitely a Belmont, bro. They love their little, you know what I mean? I mean, took him out in like a couple seconds.
I forgot.
Is this man?
How heavy that thing is.
Nah, that's your pops or grandpa. I think it's pops. Is his grandpa? I think it's his father. That's his father. That's his father. That's his pops. His pops wasn't around, but that's his pops. She really sent you not to live with your auntie, but to, that's his pops.
Just Belmont.
His pops?
Your grandfather.
Oh, your grandfather? Oh, yeah! No, okay, that gave me another, like, besides, like, the father thing, that gave me another level of happiness. I'm not gonna lie. He met his grandpa, dude. That made me, that was so cool. That was so cool. That's so cool, bro. This episode was spectacular. He met his grandpa, dude. Like I said before, like, the whole meeting her pops is cool in that scenario. But, having it be his grandpa is just a whole nother level of, like, oh my gosh, this is like, we're going really deep into, like, Belmont history and, like, get, like, more wisdom and more knowledge, you feel me? And it's just like, whoa, brother, no cap, no cap, no cap, no cap. And now he doesn't feel alone, I don't think, you feel me? Now originally he was supposed to go to, like, France to, like, be with his aunt or whatever bullcrap. I don't know. He moved to France. He ended up moving to France after his mom's death. Untimely demise. We miss you, Julia. Anyways, he get to France, and I don't think he ever went with his aunt, honestly, because he's at these random people's houses. You know what I mean? I don't know what happened with the aunt, but as far as, like, I feel like he felt that he was alone for a long time. You feel me? Even though he had the blondes. You know, I'm calling them the blondes because I really don't know their names still. But I'm gonna call them the blondes. The blondes, you know what I mean? Even though he had the blondes, you know? And they're cool, you feel me? A couple of them Christian, or they're all Christian, who knows, whatever. They're still, like, very, like, warmy, welcomey people, you know? So they're cool, whatever. You know what I mean? That's cool. That's like fam. That's like fam. You feel me? You gotta put the like in there. They're like fam. But for him to come across his grandpa, you know, that's like a different breed. That you're in a whole different place. Your mother died all the way across the John. You feel me? Your mother died in like Massachusetts in the States. You know? You come to France, wham, across the sea. You know what I mean? And you find another Belmont. And it just, I genuinely feel that he was lost this episode. After running away, you feel me? He was definitely had this feeling of being lost and just being spiritually tired. I won't say defeated, but spiritually tired. You know what I mean? I'm tired of it all. Tired of fighting. Tired of even being scared of Oryx. You feel me? He got scared. I think he's just tired of like the fight or flight. Tired of like, and he only experienced it one time probably, but he's just, well, he actually experienced it twice. You feel me? Because right after his mom's death, Oryx pulled up and he was like, you feel me? So yeah, he experienced it twice. But he's just tired of like, I think he's just tired of fighting. And so when he's tired of fighting and then he comes around and sees his grandpa and it's like, there's another Belmont, you know? And it's just, I feel like it's a great moment of like family, you know? I feel like everybody's gonna be like, just keep, move on, you know? But to me, like, I feel like they're related, like, they resonated with me a lot, you know what I mean? Because you're all the way over here, and then they're all the way over there, and then, but then you find somebody that you're related to over here, and then it's like, oh my gosh, like, wow, you know? He was in such a, now I'm gonna say it, you feel me? Now, he was in such a spiritually, defeated or spiritually tired state, and right at that moment he comes across his grandpa, and it's just the greatest thing. And I just, to me, that was the highlight of the episode. It was meant to be the highlight of it. It was meant to be the highlight of the episode, and it was the highlight of the episode for me, for sure, no bap. And it's the highlight of the episode for me of the series. I'm not gonna lie, because you're meeting an older version, like the oldest version of a Belmont that I've come across. I ain't gonna lie. For my own sanity, you feel me? I'm gonna look up, I'm gonna see Shorty's name right here. Like, we're gonna take out the moment real quick just to see Shorty's name, because I thought the black girl was Bathory. Y'all know I thought she was Bathory. I said she fine. Oh, she Bathory this, she Bathory that. Wham, wham, wham. Her time. Her name not even Bathory, something totally different. Alright, cool. So we about to see. Tara is the Christian lady who is the mother to Maria, if I'm correct. Okay. And the black lady, you know what I mean? The fine one, the queen, the black queen, is Drolta. Drolta is a crazy name, by the way. Very, like, it's going to be hard to remember that. Or maybe it's so unique that I remember it every time. Drolta. I'm going to try to always say Drolta. Drolta Zuentes. You feel me? Zuentes. You feel me? It has a T in front of it, but to Zuentes, it doesn't sound, you know what I mean? So you just say Zuentes, you know what I mean? This was good. This was good. I don't want to like overstay my welcome. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I don't want to overstay my welcome. So we just gonna leave it off right there. I think, yeah. Wait, no, we're not. I do this every time. I do this every single time. People like probably leave at this moment, or just they probably left a long time ago. But the whole I talked about this in the episode, but the whole moment where right before Annette goes out to find, you know, or to go out to like do recon, you know, she talks about freedom. Annette talks about freedom, and she puts up her arm and she says, "This is the mark." You know what I mean? This is the mark that they give you. First strike, John. This is the first strike, John. You know what I mean? The mark that they give you when you've been messing up, when you try to run away, when you think you're better than you are, you little, you know what I mean? They try to play your hand, they try to little boy you, you know what I mean? And that wasn't going. And a lot of people got these marks, you feel me? A lot of people got those marks. She said, And they tried to use it as a like, don't test me again. And then she was like, I turned that and flipped it on his head and said, whenever I look at this, I know the true, you feel me? The personal, you feel me? The intrinsic, you feel me? Cost of freedom. The intrinsic cost of freedom is the, we ain't gonna get too crazy on here, but, you know what I mean? The true intrinsic cost of freedom. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I'm always, you feel me? Usually I don't even have to speak on these type of subjects, but when I get these subjects, I'm always like, YouTube. And I just really like, I never get to, you know what I mean, say what I have to say on some Malcolm X drum, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna say it, bro. The intrinsic cost of freedom is the life of the oppressor, you know what I mean? That's what it is, you feel me? It's not kumbaya. It's not a gradual, oh my God, please accept me in like 50 years when like I kind of look like you know what I mean? After we like come together and like mix two different type of people. Like what are you talking about? The intrinsic cost of freedom is the life of the oppressor. Wow. I'm gonna make that an Instagram quote. I'm such a Gen Zer. Anyways, Gen Z is crazy. But as far as like that, as far as her conversation about slavery, she says that, then goes out to do recon on Drolta and Aurochs, or just like the people, yeah, pretty much the ops. She goes, you know what I mean, do recon on the ops. And when she's doing that, basically Ulta or Aurochs and Drolta is talking, well, Drolta is talking to Aurochs about the state of modern day vampirism in their age, in their era, in their time. You feel me? And she's not liking it at all. Aurochs says, no. Drolta ends up saying something about, I used to be a priestess of Simkit. You know what I mean? Simkit. That's how I say it, you feel me? Somebody else, a Skimkit or whatever, I don't know. She said, they say it differently in the show, I think, but I said Simkit. You know what I mean? She used to be a priestess there. And that's where, like, the Messiah John, the Bathory John, you feel me? That's where she drunk the John in Simkit, you know what I mean? Or she drunk the John of Simkit. John mean person, place, or thing. You feel me? It can be used like that. Okay, cool. She's talking about, what if we didn't have to, like, hide, you know what I mean, from the sun anymore? To Aurochs. Aurochs like, I just don't believe it. I've been alive too long. 250 plus years. You know what I mean? And I just don't believe it. Or I think he was like 200 years, something like that. But I just don't believe it, honey bun. You know what I mean? And then she's like, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just their chemistry is, they really got to literally talk throughout, like really go throughout the streets just talking like normal people. They was really like, yeah, I mean, and they're talking, the subject of their conversations, like to really put it into conclusion, is they're talking about freedom. Freedom from humans, freedom from the sun, freedom from being the lesser beings, freedom from lowering themselves to being used by or negotiating with humans. You feel me? Or just talking about freedom from the sun. You feel me? Either that or freedom from the sun, or both, you know, put together. And that was a great, you feel me? That was greatly did by the writers of the show, by the people who like do the scenes and stuff like that. It was just awesome. You know what I mean? Basically is what I'm trying to say. It was awesome. The play off freedom in this episode was beautiful. And then they work in the whole natural order situation. And he says, immortals, kings, humans, peasants, slaves, and then you. Immortals, kings, humans, slaves. No, immortal kings, humans, peasants, slaves, and then you. 6 Johns, you feel me? That's what he say, word for word, you know what I mean? After being caught by our girl Annette. And I'm talking about he was just talking out of his neck, bro. Every time that happens, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm gonna turn up. I'm gonna be on the edge of turning up. But I also have to remember that this is a YouTube platform and like blah 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 blah, and so like blah blah blah. But anyways, with that being said, that's all I want to say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this whole 1-2 Power Punch 2-episode situation. And yeah, comment if you want more of these type of drums. With the whole, as far as like, I don't know, with anything, I guess. 1-2, you feel me? 1-2 episodes. Pow, 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 you know what I mean? Like the video, subscribe, and deuces.